Hey guys, Ryan here. I am coming at you with my Evil Dead review video. Yes, I am seeing the Evil Dead today in about an hour and 20 minutes. Very excited. Just wanted to kind of give you my a heads up of my expectations going into this film. Well, when it was first announced, I really was not excited about this film. I was pretty much anti everything to do with this film. Because, I hate remakes, and I hate horror remakes and stuff, and, I just didn't like the idea of them remaking a classic. Then I eventually found out that, Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell are actually behind this one as producers, and so then I started thinking, oh, well, it can't be as bad since they're still going to have their creative input. But I still didn't have any interest in seeing it, maybe when it comes out, eventually seeing it. Well, when the reviews started coming out, the festivals and stuff like that, and especially the Red Band trailer that I saw, the one that everybody saw, I was like, man, this looks like a gore fest, like a good gore, practical gore fest to filled film. And I was like, this is starting to kind of, catch my eye a little bit. Because it definitely had that Sam Raimi darkness that he had in the original to it. I was like, I might have to check this out. Then when all the reviews for the early screenings, like 3 weeks ago, started coming out, that was when I really started getting really excited. So it's been like a year, like 9 months, where I've just kind of gradually started to get over basically not my, I guess I wouldn't really call it a prejudice of the film, but I just didn't really want to see it because it was a remake. But, I think I saw, it was Cool Duder's, Sean C. Phillips' review, and he's somebody who I've always kind of trusted his opinion when it comes to horror films, because even the crappy ones that he recommends, I loved, like there was like Video Violence and all those like 80s retro movies that were like filmed on like VHS tapes and stuff, those really stupid cheesy ones that I really loved and thought they were a lot of fun. So, and he gave an amazing review of the film, really kind of sold me on it, and so I decided, to get over it, get over my things against the film. I need to give it a shot. Roger Ebert recently passed away yesterday, and I'm going to make a video about that this weekend, but he was pretty much been my major influence in my life when it comes to film since I was in elementary school, as long as I can remember. And he simply did not avoid a movie just because he had no interest in it. He pretty much reviewed everything. He gave everything the light of day that I know of. I mean, I'm sure he just couldn't get around to see some of them. But, he reviewed a lot of movies. And he was able to get off of his, prejudices and stuff like that and review the movies. And some of them he ended up liking. And that's what I'm kind of doing the same thing, because like I really look up to his reviewing, and the world, or especially my world, is especially gonna miss him because I read his stuff on a daily basis since for years and years and years. So so I'm gonna do that, and so I will catch you on the way to the movie. Oh wait, let me get. I didn't even really finish. So I started getting really excited about the movie after the reviews started coming in, and I was really pumped. And recently came into having 4 movie tickets, like gift certificates, and I was like, I don't necessarily say I have to pay, I'm not paying for this movie, so I mean, if I'm disappointed, I don't need to be mad that I paid the money for it. So I'm basically seeing it for free, and I'm really excited because like I said, I don't know, I just really hope that my expectations aren't going to be let down. I mean, I have expectations for it, and they're not too high, because, nothing will ever beat the original, but I'm pretty excited about it. So, I'll catch you on the way to the movie. Alright guys, well, I am getting ready to pull up to the cinema. It will be on my right, and hopefully I don't have any issues with my free ticket. brought money just in case. Yeah. Yep, there's the cinema. Yeah. There we go. Alright guys, well, I'm heading into the cinema right now. I'll let you know what I thought when I get out. Holy... I have to say, man, I was actually very, very blown away by this film. This is how all remakes should attempt to be. I'm not saying that there should always be remakes, but all remakes should be like this. So much like the original film, but, you know, it's different in a lot of ways, too. You're not sitting there the whole time going, oh my gosh, man, what the heck is, I mean, why are they doing that? They did it so much better in the first film, because they do so many things different. I'm going to try not to get into, like, spoilers, and really, I'm not going to do a plot synopsis, because everybody that's going to watch this video anyways knows. But anyways, it's about some people, some, you know, in their 20s probably. They go out to a cabin, because one of them, they're trying to help one of them get off of drug addiction, and basically, through a series of circumstances, they find a book of the dead, called, you know, the Book of the Dead, you know, in the Evil Dead series, and let's just say all hell breaks loose. And it was such a freaking awesome movie. I mean, it was so well done. All the, other than from, I think, like, one scene, which, I mean, it would have pretty much been impossible for them to do that in, you know, using practical effects. Like, I would say 98.9% of this film was practical effects. And the good thing about it is that it was still over-the-top practical effects, like the original film, that you're kind of like, oh my gosh. Like, literally, there are parts of this film, especially the ending, which I'm not really going to get into, but you could kind of see it on the movie poster. Let's just say that this movie has, like, a Peter Jackson's Dead Alive, you know, style bloodfest. And, like, I don't know, it's so amazing. And, you know, like, in the middle of the movie, I started feeling like, you know, oh man, I really hope I don't end up liking this more than the original. And then all of a sudden I started thinking, you know what? I don't like it more than the original. Because there was a little period in the middle where I felt like they were trying to go something different, like in a different route with the plot than on the original film, which it was already on a different route anyways. And it's not that it was, like, unfocused, because the plot was still happening, and it was still happening at, like, you know, fast-paced, but it did kind of feel like, for a brief, like, few minutes, that they were, like, you were kind of unsure, and even the writers were kind of unsure where they're going to go next. But, you know, in that brief period of time, I was like, it was kind of like that wake-up call for me that nothing is ever going to beat the original. But after that little, after I felt like it got back on track, there was about 5 or 10 minutes where I felt like it had the potential to turn into a pretty crappy movie. It got right back on track, and the ending was brilliant. And like I said, I didn't know if it was going to be a good ending or not. And it was a really, really good ending. It was a lot different from the original movie, which was good because you didn't have to you didn't compare the two. And if you're a big fan of the Evil Dead franchise, stay until after the credits. Stay until after the credits. You have to. You know, the cinematography was amazing. It was a digital film, but it was, you know, the atmosphere of the film was amazing. The score was just, you know, really, it was a beautiful score. Frightening at times, and really, like, just it was frightening, haunting, and then really beautiful at other times. It was it was really sweet. And the breakout, like, the main thing that's awesome about this film, other than the practical gore, is the performance by, I think, what's her name, Jane Levy. She really steals the show, and hopefully this is, like, one of the next best actresses, not like Oscar-wise, but I mean, like, horror, like, actresses that is actually a great actress, because I thought she did a great job. Yeah, and I thought it was a very, very, very well done remake, and I walked out literally laughing and smiling because I was like, that's how you do a remake. My voice just cracked because, but, yeah, it was just a really, really fun, entertaining, awesome movie. And I don't feel guilty at all about supporting it. I mean, Sam Raimi his name was all over those credits. So was Bruce Campbell. And you know what? If it causes people to go see the original one, which it will, then that'd be awesome. I do think that it would have been better if they would have named it, Evil Dead 4. And then that one that Sam Raimi's talking about writing now could be like Evil Dead 5. I think that would be the smart approach, instead of having like two franchises going on. But overall, I definitely give the film a 3.75 out of 4 stars. I did not think I was going to give it that high of a rating. I thought I was going to give it like a 3 or even a 2.5 and just say it was a fun horror film. No, it really, really blew it out of the water, in that sense. And now I know why people are talking about it. So, yeah, the characters, there's some really stupid characters, and there's times where you're like, you're an idiot! But that's every horror movie. Halloween, one of my favorite horror movies, classic, they were idiots, except Jamie Lee Curtis. Everybody else that was her age in that film were idiots. Oh, let's go have sex in the dark house when there's a freaking murderer on the loose. Like, there's stuff like that you kind of have to get over if you're going to go see these kind of movies. And this movie was great on all accounts. Not perfect, but it was a great film. So, like I said, 3.5 or 3.75 or 3 3/4 out of 4 stars. It wasn't a 3.5, but it wasn't a 4. So right in there between. All right, guys, this is Ryan. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please give it a thumbs up or a comment. I want to try to see how many thumbs ups I can get, because I found out that more people will actually see this videos in this new YouTube layout because of the, it doesn't always show everything. And so the more people that like it, the more it'll actually spread among all my subscribers. So like it, and we'll see if that works. Make sure you comment. Let me know how you liked my review. Hopefully it wasn't full of spoilers. Alright, guys. Take it easy.